On today's show, we're going to be talking about Atari at PAX East and lots of other little tidbits, all coming up right now. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Dadisajoke Retro Rockin' Gamer episode 79 of the Weekend Report. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. It's coffee time, Ramones, Rush. It's one of those musical days, I guess. Well, happy Mother's Day to all the mums, girlfriends, stepmothers, blah, blah, blah. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Don't forget to call your mums, because you know they like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad you guys are here with me today. We got some few interesting things to talk about. Number one, let's see here. So, Atari's at PAX East. So PAX East is happening now, I guess. They started earlier this week, or I guess the end of this week, whatever. Anyways, you guys know when PAX East is on. And the interesting thing is all the pictures that I've seen there from the event is that the booth is packed. It's cool. I'm glad that's happening, and I'm glad that Atari's bringing in that many people in, and it's true. Oh! I just thought of some other news that I just came up with that I need to share. Okay. I'll get to it in a minute. Okay, so let's see here. So at PAX East, the Bubsy, I can never pronounce this stupid thing, is being shown at PAX East. So the collection is made for the Nintendo Switch. Let's see here. Atari, excuse me. Atari launched. Atari and Limited Games have revealed a full game list of upcoming Bubsy in the perfect collection for the Nintendo Switch. So here's the look of the playable games. Bubsy and Fractured Furry Tales. That's from the Atari Jaguar. Bubsy in Claws Encounter of the Furred Kind for the Sega Genesis. Super Nintendo, Super Famicom. Bubsy 2, Game Boy, Sega, Genesis, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Bubsy 3D for the PlayStation. So all those games in one package, and it's available for the Nintendo Switch. So if you're a big fan of this little cartoon character, by all means jump on it. Yeah, that's pretty cool what they've done. It's funny how the Switch is becoming sort of a retro gaming handheld now, or console. A lot of retro gaming stuff's coming out for it, so it's interesting how that's happening. Okay, what's next? The Alan 1 arcade games of Asteroids and Missile Command. They've got cabinets there, people are playing, so it looks like those cabinets are a big hit. I'm just waiting to start seeing them in major arcades like Dave & Buster's and any of those sort of big giant ticket collecting places, um, and arcades type of thing. So I think that would be very cool to see. And you know what? To be quite honest, I think we're at the point in time that online gaming is just, it's fun, but it's just not there. It's better when you're playing with people. That's why I like the Alan One games. They're multiple player games. Like I think Asteroids is 3 or 4 players. Um, Missile Command, I think, is 2 players. So you're competing with somebody. You're always there. So I find that really exciting, and I think that's really cool. I need a lot of coffee today. A lot. It's been one of those weekends. Mm. Let's see here. So the booth is packed. they're demoing Missile Command Delta with this really cool setup of sort of like a 1960s Air Force ICBM launch console, which I think is very cool and very to the theme of Missile Command. I think they did a wonderful job of that. I wish I was there to play it and check it out, but alas, I'm here. What else is there? Yeah, I think that's about it. Next on the list, Claymatic. Okay, I've been following these guys on Twitter, and it's pretty interesting. Claymatic created a game called Platypus Reclayed. The cool thing about this game, okay, and it reminds me of a side-scrolling Mega Mania where you're shooting food, okay, but it's a side-scroller shooter, food attacking you, but the what they've done is they created each of the, I don't want to say characters, but each of like the spaceship that you fly, the enemy characters and what have you are all made out of clay, and I think they're somehow capturing that clay thing. The Atari VCS just rebooted anyway. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so what they did was they created it in clay first, and then did whatever and put those exactly into the game, and it actually looks really cool. So if you on Twitter or just do a search on Claymatic, Platypus Recycled, and see what you can come up with. It's actually really cool. I totally recommend checking that out, and it's available on Steam. So there you go. Again, Steam becoming another big. Well, it's always been a big retro gaming hub. Hmm. Let's see, another 2600 game that's been shown on Twitter called Snack and Roll. Which again, there's not too many screenshots of it. There's just two of them, so there's not to I can't really tell what it is. But again, more 2600 Atari development. It's interesting because the whole video game industry is kind of falling apart. All these big studios are shutting down. They're not making triple. It seems like AAA games are less and less. It's not sustainable to constantly make these big giant games and expect to make a shit ton of money out of it anymore. So with all these developers sort of out of work and what have you, what a great way to do some solo work, create Atari 2600 and 1700 game, get yourself involved in some into some assembly development. I think it would be very cool to see more and more people out there. There's a lot of developers out there, guys. If you're bored and you want something to do while you're working for new or looking for new work, pump out a couple of 2600 and 7800 games. I mean, what a great way to sort of just get retro gaming and Atari everything going again. I think it's very exciting, and there's an opportunity there. Atari Lynx fighting game Ultra Core Vor is being revived 25 years later after all the rights have been acquired. That's the thing with retro games; it's getting all the rights to the game, and then you can go nuts in creating it, which is good. What else do we have? Do I have anything else? Okay. Last but not least, Polymega has been teasing all of us retro fans with something interesting. They've been posting, I think, once a day, this JPEG of a picture, which is black and white, which initially showed barely anything, and then every day they're showing a little bit more. Now take a look right here. I'm going to show this right here. Tell me what you think. I think it's weird because at first I thought some of us were speculating, and a lot of people on Reddit were speculating that it could be, an Atari Jaguar add-on for Polymega, which is cool. right? That'll be very cool to have. It's one of those days, folks. Um, so yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, Polymega, it would be cool to do that. But then they just released another JPEG with more stuff in it, and it's very, very intriguing. Now, I want everybody to take a look at this and let me know. I want you guys to speculate on this. I think it looks like some sort of controller. Okay, you can definitely see that there's a roller there, which is cool. There looks like something that could be a joystick. Again, wouldn't this be awesome if we could connect it to our Atari VCSs? The Atari VCS is dying for a spinner and a roller controller. There's so many games that can use it, right? And that's what's bothering me. I mean, if I had that controller, I'd use my Atari VCS a hell of a lot more. I mean, like what's it called? What's it called? The game with the bricks. Breakout Beyond. Breakout Beyond is screaming, right? Screaming for the little twisty controller, right? It's just scream for any of those games. Even the Centipede Recharged. What's it called? Missile Command. There's just so many games, and wouldn't it be great when they release the version of Missile Command that Alan One tweaked for the arcade, and we get it on the Atari VCS with a roller controller? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be awesome? I mean, I'm just, again, we're all speculating here, but wow, I hope this happens. Honestly, I hope I do. Anyways, folks, that's it for today's news. I hope you all have a wonderful Mother's Day, and we'll see you again next week. Take care, everybody. Bye now.